Hello guys. As am I sitting on the field, I decided this is the day I'm gonna record my travel painting setup. The setup that I'm using everywhere I go. Since 2014, I've just been using watercolor and gouache everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. So I'm gonna show you item by item what I'm taking with me anywhere I travel. It keeps changing from time to time, like the painting case or the gouache tubes, but more or less it stays the same. I will mention when something keeps changing. So let's start. Almost everything fits in here except of the sketchbook or a paper, but today I'm just gonna focus on the paint. So I haven't checked it. It's a very spontaneous video, so you're gonna see exactly how it looks every time I open it. So first, most important thing is a watercolor case. It's gonna be probably, it's not. I thought it's gonna be dirty, but okay, yes, I cleaned it. It doesn't happen very often, but I kind of cleaned it. So first thing is a watercolor case. It comes with different sizes and forms. It can be metal, plastic. This time I have a watercolor case gifted to me from Roman Schmal. But yeah, I've been using different ones. But let's present this one. At the moment I'm using this one. It's not too big. I have actually big and small cubes inside, depending on what colors I want to use. So another thing is the brushes case. This is a case after some pens, so it's not even meant for brushes, and I cut my brushes. This is probably the oldest brush that I have since this 2014. I think since the very beginning I've had this one. It's just been doing amazing. And I have some other brushes that are either very short or cut to this side. I do have some that are not cut here, but I actually prefer to have them in a case because they're not getting that damaged, and here inside they are getting damaged, but I do have some more inside. So yeah, so brushes is another thing. Then water case. So this is the one after a ginger shot from Żabka. This is a Polish store. So I often reuse, literally reuse some plastic container that served for something else. I tried also PE containers, but they did leak sometimes. So yeah, a water container. This one also goes with nakrętka nie zgubka, which means that it cannot be lost, but only when it was still attached to this. Now it does get lost sometimes, but I always find it back, so maybe there's something about it. Couple of gouache tubes, so I would say the white is definitely enough just to have your paint opaque. Oh, this is silver. Okay, this is the classic for me, to mix silver with white always. I don't need this one almost ever, but this time I got gouaches from Renaissance. They sent me these cover gouaches, which are very good, but honestly I've been using another gouache from Renaissance since very old. I've been buying these tubes, 10 tubes of gouache, and always keep using them. These are more dense, these are a little bit more liquidy, but I guess those are also more cheap, so never mind. Any gouache will be fine, actually, gouache tube. And here I have some more tubes of gouaches, but really now I'm just trying out gouaches a lot, and I do like this texture that gouache gives you, that watercolor cannot give you. So I do mix gouaches and watercolors together just as they are the same paint, like sometimes keeping in mind when to use watercolor if I want a very vivid, clean wash color, and when I want darkest darks I will also use watercolor, which I have here. And yeah, now I have a lot because I've just been also trying out some stuff from Renaissance. So the watercolor that I really used a lot and I find it really good is Van Gogh Burnt Umber. Is the darkest one that I found so far, so I keep using it. This is a burnt umber from the Renaissance, which is not as dark, but I use burnt umber watercolor for the darkest dark, because when they dry, they are not as dark as watercolor. They tend to dry brighter than they actually are, and the same happens with the bright parts. The bright parts tend to become darker when they dry. This is a tricky thing about gouaches, but when you already know gouache and watercolor, you can actually control it. So I have a lot of, I would say, useless stuff for now, because these are the things that I sometimes will use and sometimes not. Okay, tape is very important. Now I have 2 types, even 3 types of different tape, depending what kind of frame I want to have. And I have some more brushes here. Actually, they are also short, so they should go here. I have a water spray thingy. I do it to reactivate my paints a bit, to make them more watery. Yeah, slightly, so they reactivate better from the cubes. I have a tiny container. As I said, like today I have too much stuff, so I do carry a little bit, but I have also some crayons. I have also some UV water pens. They are for skin, but I'm experimenting with UV, so I put them also on the painting sometimes. I have a crayon for a sketch. I prefer to have a crayon than the pencil, because it gives you already an undercolor, and I don't want my undercolor to be gray. But I do have pencils as well, to sign and to frame paintings. So pencils, crayons here. I have also this neta correctiva, the white thing. I sometimes did the white highlights with this correction marker, whatever you call it. A fork. Actually, I use this fork, but not for painting, so it shouldn't be here. A water brush. It doesn't have water now, but this is also a handy thing. When you have water inside, you don't even need to use water, but the control of the water is worse, and I use very little water for my paints, so it is nice and handy, but for a better control I still prefer to have a normal water container. And the tissues, yeah, the tissues. Some more, well, like kneaded erasers that I haven't yet even opened, so yeah, it's not really needed. Here I have UV light and UV transparent pen, also just trying out some UV stuff. This is also UV acrylic paint, just so I have it. And some trash, more brushes. This sometimes I use for to carve out the texture. And the pen, my favorite star, Toma super fine fine pen that I just use to write anything and everything, always black. This is another form of this pen. So and the white gel pen as well for some details, but this is really just additional, not essential. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Sugar. I don't know why it's still there, but it's there. So as you could see, everything fits here, and I carried it in my backpack, plus a sketchbook or a board, but that's for another video. Just the boards or a paper or a sketchbook, small, big, whatever you need at the moment. So I am in the making already of the online course with all the information, but what I do already have, if you want more information about the landscape, about my setup, I do have a PDF tutorial on my website, so you can get it there. I will be doing a workshop and demo next week in Tarnów, in Poland. Maybe you want to spontaneously join the event. It's gonna be very nice one. And I have vlogs when I show the actually real adventure, my painting adventures, so you can just watch them there. And I do use all of this. You can watch the process of my paintings there, how it looks in real life, not scripted, nothing. I usually choose those that I'm least prepared for the recording, actually. Maybe get motivated to go and paint yourself after you watch this or any other video. If you do, please let me know. I always love to hear when someone gets inspired to paint themselves, so please feel free to tag me as well. And yeah, until the next one.